William Morrow and HarperAudio present The Last Light Over Oslo, a novel by Alix Rickloff, performed by Erin Bennett. This book is dedicated with love and admiration to Daisy Harriman. I hope I make it sound electric, for it was. Democracy at home and abroad offers us a vista of endless possibilities. Chapter 1. March 1940. Oslo, Norway. My dearest Anne, it's 1914 all over again. This disturbing thought has been rolling around in my head ever since the news broke last September that Great Britain would come to the aid of Poland and join the fight against Germany. But never has it seemed so near as it has after this long, deadly winter. My mind keeps returning to our years in France during the last great cataclysm, and I want to weep all over again for the failures that have led us back barely 20 years later. Caught up in a web of memories, Daisy paused, her pen resting on the paper. The afternoon light faded to silver, fog shrouding the Oslo city streets surrounding the U.S. minister's residence. Kim dozed at her feet, the old German shepherd woofling as his back legs twitched in dream. A few cars grumbled their way up the narrow street of Noble's Gate and turned into the legation's drive. It would be the wives. 5 of them were meeting downstairs. Daisy had begun these weekly knitting parties as a way to support the Norwegians and show U.S. solidarity, 2 neutral countries standing shoulder to shoulder. But the afternoons had become a welcome respite, a way to keep hands and minds distracted when every broadcast and newspaper article brought unsettling news. The new heating system rattled and groaned as it fought a losing battle to warm the residency. Not for the first time, Daisy wished her office had a fireplace like the one in the drawing room. She shifted in her chair, feeling every one of her 69 years in the groan of her hips and the ache along her back, but immediately dismissed her discomfort as nothing an aspirin and a small sherry wouldn't cure. Besides, it was only 4 in the afternoon. After her knitting circle, she had meetings at the Foreign Office, followed by a cocktail party at the French Embassy, then a small reception at the palace. She would be lucky to find her bed before the wee hours of the morning. It was times like this when she questioned the wisdom of accepting President Roosevelt's appointment. She could be tucked up comfortably at home in Washington, D.C., with nothing more daunting than a cozy dinner with friends or a leisurely hack in Rock Creek Park ahead of her. She blamed it on Ethel. Her daughter had practically dared her to take the ambassadorship. An adventure, she'd called it. As if Daisy hadn't already lived a life greedy with excitement. A box seat on America, her friend T had once called this strange luck of hers that allowed her to be witness to the country's shaping. Was it luck? Or was it her unquenchable curiosity and enthusiasm that led her to places few women dared venture? A dot of spreading ink drew her back to the present. The period at the end of her sentence, now outlandishly large and spidery. She thought about starting her letter over and decided against it. Mail delivery had grown spotty since war had broken out, and she wanted to make sure the letter went out this afternoon. Her sister-in-law's declining health kept her trapped at home these days, making Daisy's regular correspondence more important than ever. A fact made clear to her when Anne's latest note hinted that Daisy's silence must mean she was off on another of her little jaunts, traipsing about the Arctic with craggy fish.
Sample complete. Ready to continue?